What's going on, America? This is Kevin in Kevin's Corner. Once again, you know where I'm at. I'm out here at Walmart, so you never know what's going to happen in Wally's world. You know, hopefully everything will be peaceful and you don't catch something crazy on video. Just in case something crazy happens, hopefully you all will be there to witness it and revenge my death. But nonetheless, I don't plan on kicking the bucket, because if something does go down, I think they'll find out real quick that they picked the wrong person to mug at Wally's World. But anyway, getting on with what I want to talk about tonight. Why is the liberal media and the Democrats working so very hard to make Russia look like the evil empire, look like they are Darth Vader and the evil emperor, make them look like they are Diablos, the devil himself? Why are they working so hard, considering the Cold War has ended, considering that Obama said that Russia was no longer a threat, considering that they never wanted to go to war with Russia until recently? Why are they working so hard? You got to ask yourself these type of questions. Or are you just one of those people who believe whatever the media tells you? I'm going to tell you why they're working so hard. Because to get people to believe that Donald Trump is very, very evil and that the Russians helped him win the election, you have to create a boogeyman. You have to make the Russians seem worse than they really are. You cannot just say, oh, the Russians helped Donald Trump win, but the Russians aren't that bad. No, you have to make it seem like the Russians are the biggest threat to humanity, to the globe, to history, worse than the Nazis. You got to go in real hard. And this is what propaganda is, ladies and gentlemen. It is over-exaggeration, creating narratives to make people believe stuff. Because guess what you need? You need public opinion. You need the support of the people when you do dumb stuff like this. Think about it like this. All of some of the major leaders that we've taken out in the last 20 years or so, before we can do that without criticism, they had to become the boogeyman. Saddam Hussein had to be the worst man in the world before we can go in and just have this dude killed. Yeah, you can't just say, well, he's a pretty bad guy. No, he has to be like the devil. You have to do the same thing to go in and take out Gaddafi. They want to take out Assad. All of these major players that they wanted to destroy, they had to make them appear to be the boogeyman. And to get Donald Trump to the point where people just do not care what happens to him as the president, meaning all of these celebrities going out just talking crazy, making threats, all of the people who are making little videos and cartoons about him and Putin kissing and hugging and just attacking his wife, his kids, all of that stuff. The reason why they're able to do this is because of propaganda. It's because the media and the Democrats are demonizing him. They are doing their best to make him seem like he's the worst person on the planet. What does that do? That desensitizes people. It makes people look at them as not really human. It makes people look at him and say, well, it's okay to say those things about him because he's so evil. And of course, it's okay to go to war with Russia over some hacked emails that could not have happened because they're the evil empire. You know, we're justified in our hatred towards Trump because he's so darn evil. And that is what they're doing. They have to make him look like the biggest racist on the planet, the biggest sexist on the planet, anti-American, somebody who hates his own people, hates everybody but upper-class white men. They have to make it seem like Russia right now has 25 nuclear bombs pointed at the United States, because if they don't do that, people will see this for what it is. It's nothing more than a coup. It's nothing more than a witch hunt. It's nothing more than propaganda to make Trump look bad and undermine his legitimacy as the president, and to try to get back in power and to justify impeachment. They went straight to impeachment. They went so far over the top over this summit. They jumped past criticism. They went straight to, this is treason. This is an impeachable offense. Don't you find that a little drastic? They have to make it seem like this so they can justify their craziness. So what they're doing is they're playing manipulating games, mental manipulation. That's all it is. Demonizing him to the point where they can justify their wickedness. And I'm going to tell you, It is wicked. I'm gonna tell you, man, the Democratic Party and the liberal media are infested. They're demonically infested, just demon infested. I mean, they push every unmoral issue. They support everything that is anti-American, anti-Christian, anti-moral. Even if you're not a Christian and you're just a good, upstanding, moral citizen, most of the stuff that they push, they violate all types of just humanistic logic, morals, everything. They are a demon-infested political party that's pushing us towards the big mess that's about to hit in the next couple years. So I would suggest that you keep your eyes open, that you keep your head on a swivel, that you understand what they're doing. You got to be able to see the game. To know your enemy, to deal with your enemy, you have to know them. You have to think like them. Like, man, if I was a demon-infested, corrupt party and I wanted to destroy the leader of the United States, what would I do? Well, I'd probably make that leader look like he was a traitor. He was a racist. He was a sexist. He was a homophobe. He hated everybody, and he didn't love the country. He's doing this just because he wants to enrich himself. I would probably push all the same things and false narratives that they're pushing. Lucky we're not demon infested like them. I'm talking, they need an exterminator. They need an exorcism over in the Democratic Party. We need the power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. That's right, because there's a lot of heads spinning around and spitting up green vomit over there in the Democratic Party right about now. A lot of levitation and stuff like that. So don't fall for the okie doke. Understand what they're doing. They are trying to delegitimize the president, demonize him, and create him as a boogeyman along with Russia. Because, see, people won't look at it that seriously if they don't make Russia look like a serious global threat that just popped up out of nowhere. Just in the last 2 years, they became serious because President Obama, he didn't think it was that serious just less than 2 years ago. But now all of a sudden, they're our biggest global threat. You see what I'm talking about? Calm down. Look at it logically. Step back from the emotions. Get away from your biases and your hate towards Trump and see it for what it is. Because if you don't, you're going to let these knuckleheads drive us straight into a war. And then you're going to be going, why did we do that again? So, God bless you. Here at Wally's World, I know people probably be like, what is this guy doing out here with the selfie stick? Yeah, I wish one of them would come over and interview him. Hey, excuse me, how do you feel about Donald Trump? But anyway, God bless you. Find me on Facebook, Twitter. Check me out Wednesday nights, Kevin's Corner. And if you want to donate to Kevin's Corner, there's links in the bottom. And we'll see you next time in Kevin's Corner. God bless.